Okay, so is it just me, or do y'all also think that nowadays everything is just bullshit? Cause for example, I be watching YouTube, right, and these random YouTube videos pop up, and it's like, watch this, or God has a message, stuff like that, and it's just like, and I'm not gonna hold you, most the people I be seeing who make these videos. They're pretty. They are. They're pretty, handsome, beautiful, whatever term you want to use. They are, like, they are. They're hot. They're pretty. And so it's just like, I find it kind of to be hypocritical and bullshit when they say, like, do this, or they try to give advice, yet every 5 minutes or so there's an ad, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's way too easy nowadays just for someone to have a pretty face and just start spewing on bullshit out their mouth. And I don't know, some of them, they do, like, they like to help, and they do help people. And some of them have helped me, but it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's so easy nowadays just to be a social media star or something. Kind of the reason why I want to be a YouTuber. Well, that's not all the reason, because now I feel like people are just gonna watch this and be like, oh, well, but I'm not gonna hold you. Most of them motherfuckers who be doing this stuff like that, they just want a quick way to get some money. And that shit is relatively quick if you have a pretty face, or a hot voice, or a hot body, and they be ads on a girl, and it's just like, I'm not gonna hold people for how they get their coin, especially in 2026 in this economy. But it's just so crazy to me, because it's just like, they don't even, they be knowing this too, because the thumbnails and stuff be of their bodies and stuff, and it's crazy. And I just find it so funny, because it's just like, I don't know, at one point it's like, get your coin, but on the other it's like, if you're gonna be preaching about positivity and learning to be alone and shit like that, it's just like, a lot of these people, they really look up to these folk. I don't. um but they do. They be looking up to these folk, and they really be, they be loving these folk for real. Not on no parasocial shit, but it's just like, they do. And meanwhile, these folk bullshitting through their lives, girl. They got the whole 9 to 5. Talking about they ain't got no 9 to 5. They be bullshitting. They do. And it's just, I don't know. What do y'all guys think? Because it is. It's crazy. And another thing is, like, remember COVID? I feel like COVID was a big deal, because it was. Then people was dying. Like, people were scared to die. Like, motherfucker, you couldn't even go outside without wearing a mask. But I feel like COVID, it had to happen. Because I feel like so many things changed because of COVID. Like, people started using social media more and more, and things like that. And it's just, I feel like COVID had to have happened. And I feel like COVID was what started it all. Was like, I know that sounds fucking crazy, but it's just like it really, it changed things. COVID, coronavirus. Like people were so scared back then. They were buying everything in bulk and in stock. And remember stimulus checks? Oh my God. And people were just, people they were afraid to die back then. But nowadays it's just like, oh, you got COVID. That's cute. You still gotta come to work. Like, bitch, people used to be scared. They used to be scared of dying. Like, folk were really terrified of dying. Like, it was fucking crazy. And just for some context, I'm fairly young. Like, if you couldn't already tell. But I'm not old at all. Like, I'm very, fairly young. And so it's just like, it's crazy. Because nowadays it's just like, oh, you got COVID. I remember when, girl, I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna sound so old. But like, I remember folk, I'm gonna sound so old. But nowadays it's just like, oh, you got COVID? Oh, cute, come to work. But people were really scared to die back then. Like, it's just baffling to me. Like people really used to stay inside the house for like two weeks just to get better. And nowadays it's like what, 7? Like, but it's crazy to me. Just like I think how with everything going on right now in the world, 5 years 5 years from now, it's just gonna be like, oh, remember when all that stuff was happening? And it's so crazy, man. Like, because I feel like COVID doesn't get taught, like, because it changed a lot of things, I feel like, and nowadays it's just like, oh, you got COVID, cool. Like, I remember when you had to use, like, in order to go to school, you literally had to use to wear a mask. Wait, was that ever a thing? I don't know. No, it was because I remember them teachers that were wearing a mask. I do. Wait, I don't know. I forgot. But like it's crazy. But anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Have a good day.